It's like asking what is Facebook 101 for brand marketers. Um, and there's lots of things which one can do. Again, I go back to an earlier question which you had asked about strategy for social media. So it of course depends on what is the purpose that you are out there on Facebook as a brand. If you're out there to create brand awareness, there is one path. If you're out there to try to generate leads for your business, there's probably a different path. If you're using Facebook perhaps to engage with existing customers on market research or creating customer service in some ways, there's a different path. So assuming that a lot of times the objective is to market, maybe to increase brand awareness or get a top of mind recall for your brand, that being the larger objective, I wouldn't go to the space of lead generation and stuff, because that's probably more at the sales level and less at the marketing level perhaps. So if I were to restrict this question to the point of how to increase the brand awareness, how to create a top of mind recall, I guess the point is to first try and get a large number of your prospects to know that you are there and perhaps connect with you in terms of maybe liking your Facebook page. So you create a Facebook page, then see how you can reach out to the right audience. Now the right audience doesn't wear a badge saying that I am your prospective customer. They don't, right? So you need to figure out where is the best connect with your fan base. So by trying to identify from other other fields or other features, that lifestyle habits. So are you a fashion brand looking at the high end of the fashion segment? Then what are the connects to establish that okay, this person looks like my prospect? So is it because of the certain brands that they are connected with? Is it certain education? Is it the kind of place that they are living in? Identify the connection to your business and your target market, and then look for ways to reach them. So there are free ways and then there are paid ways. Organically, there will be ways to reach your audience by first connecting with your existing customers. So I'm assuming that you are already an existing business and not a new startup which is just launching out. For an existing business, you have some customers who have done business with you outside of Facebook. Find a way to get them to connect with you on Facebook. So if they are the customers, if you are an automobile brand, can you find a way to connect your existing customers onto your Facebook page? Once you do that, there is a fair chance that their friends have a similar profile. So now when you start sharing interesting content, maybe content about the new vehicle which is yet to come out, which is yet to go, about information about which is yet to go out in the offline world, but you give a sneak preview of what's coming in your next brand launch. The existing customers will connect with it, they'll find it fascinating. There's a good chance that they share that content. As they share that content, it reaches their friends. There's a good chance that some of those friends have similar interests and they also connect with you. So now you're starting to expand your fundamental base of fans. So that's one way. Basically find your existing customers, put out great content, get them to share it and expand that base. So that's the organic way, very simply put. It's a slow burn. Unfortunately, it takes some phenomenally great content to get it shared. People today get a whole lot of stuff on their Facebook walls, interesting stuff that their friends are sharing, interesting stuff that their other brands that they have liked are sharing. So it's a very competitive space. That wall of your fan is a very competitive space and everybody has less time. So unless your content is really kick-ass, it may not get the traction and you can't produce that kind of content day after day. So it's a slow and steady way in which you can build your base typically. So then comes that, okay, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I mean, I don't want to wait for 2 years to reach 25,000 people. Can I do it faster? And then comes the way of using some paid means. And Facebook of course provides a lot of interesting ways in which you can target the right audience through paid advertising and reach them. So the game, according to me, is that reach a certain interesting base of people you connect with as a brand, because when then you share interesting content, if the base is larger, there's a good chance that a certain percentage of them will share and the content will get wind, it will get reach. If your base is small, so let's take an example. You have 100 people on your page, 5% share it, so only 5 people share it. Each of those 5 people maybe have 300, 400 friends. That's the reach of your content. You have worked very hard to prepare a really great piece of content, and only 5 people are sharing it, and it's reaching that number. Now instead of 1,000 or instead of 100 people, you had 10,000 people out there. Somehow you had got 10,000 people. Still only the 5% may share it, but certainly the numbers start looking different. So the effort that you put into creating some great content gets a better reach because your base is larger. So when people talk about fan base and your million people out there, I'm not fascinated by the number by itself. I'm fascinated by that number because it enables your great content to reach a large number of people. So if a lot of brands just have one motive of getting large fan bases and not caring about content, they are doing it all wrong. A great fan base coupled with great content strategy is the way to go. And when I say content, I'm kind of keeping it simple. It's not content as in just text which you write, but it could be images, it could be videos, it could be any other rich text, it could be engagement. So all of that, simply some of the ways in which brands can create a Facebook strategy.